Hello, and welcome to episode 59 of the DaebakCast. This is a weekly podcast where the three of us come together each week to talk about K-pop and whatever's current in the industry and whatnot like that. This week we got 3 album reviews, so 2 of them are by the same artist because she decided to release 2 things like all at once.
3 album reviews, 2 artists, 2 languages.
Yeah. And then, so we're going to start off with the closing ceremony of the Olympics in Korea, which did feature K-pop. And then we're going to go into the 3 album reviews, Weki Meki, and then BoA Korean, BoA Japanese. So, yeah. All right. So let's get right into the first topic, which was the closing ceremony.
You just skipped all of your intro stuff.
I did.
Literally everything.
Can I just restart? Nah, let's
keep it.
As always, I am joined by Nate.
I'm a sassy girl. I'm a tough girl. I'm a pretty girl. I'm a foxy girl.
Brave girls.
Yep. High heels.
And Andrew, who usually has
wait.
No. Yeah, I'm skipping everything.
No questions. No reviews. Oh, let me double check. I actually haven't checked our iTunes because I was focusing on a SoundCloud issue that Lunatic Rob, pointed out for us.
Yeah, episode
57 just mysteriously disappeared off of our SoundCloud. So we re-uploaded.
If anybody finds episode 57, tell him to come home. We miss him.
The problem, and now it's gonna bug the hell out of me because it's out of order.
Yeah,
and it says that episode 57 came out after episode 58 on iTunes, but there's nothing we could do about that. I guess we could delete 58 and re-upload that, but
that bothered me even more.
Too much work. So, yep, no questions. Leave questions if you have them. Leave reviews. We'll read them.
So definitely, please leave some reviews, leave questions. I actually am more interested in the questions now because I'm interested in what you guys want to know. Anyways, we also have Andrew, as always, who usually has 3 things. Well, actually, I don't think there's been a single time where you had less than 3 things.
Yeah.
He's had more sometimes.
Well, yeah. I guess like 0.5 would be up. I'm still recovering from the flu, so I'm going to be riding the mute button for so I don't cough all over this thing. Number 1, all of this is just like Olympic related. Number 1, for the first time in 20 years, U.S. women have won gold in hockey, beating Canada in the overtime shootout. I mean, granted, shootouts to determine like important games is kind of like bullshit when it comes to hockey, but this one was so worth it. Basically the game was so back and forth and so close and everything, even the shootout. And one of the Lamoureux twins, basically, she put out like the nastiest deke I've ever seen in my entire life. Like the goalie's life flashed before her eyes when she saw that shit coming towards her. Like she fell backwards. That's how bad she got deked on the shot. And then their goalie's 20 years old, Maddie Riley. Like she came up with a save to give them the gold medal. It was insane. And I mean, yeah, they have it. It's the first time that they've won since the first Olympic or women's hockey started in 1980 in Nagano. So yeah, it's crazy that they finally got over their demons. So it's amazing. Speaking of, number 2 is for the first time ever in like curling history or Olympic curling history, the U.S. has won gold in the men's curling, which was awesome.
Oh, they actually ended up winning that?
Yeah,
I know they wanted to.
Curling is easily the best sport to watch in the Olympics because it's so weird, but it's so amazing, and I've always been wanting to try curling.
I've done it.
It seems fun.
It's weird, but it's fun.
Yeah. And on a side note as well, the South Korean,
actually really hard.
Yeah, because it's like it's basically shuffleboard except like huge shuffleboard. So
on ice.
Brooms.
With brooms, yeah, basically, and you're just yelling like, "Whoa, hard sweep!" and like all that sort of stuff, like really loudly. Yeah. But also as a side note, South Korean women's curling team won silver. They made it to the gold medal game, but lost against Sweden. But yeah, they swept the nation. Like swept the nation or whatever. Like they got really popular, and like Korea isn't known as a curling nation or whatever, and for them to make a finals like this was pretty incredible. And number 3, our K-pop princess Yevgenia Medvedeva. She fell short slightly. She took home silver in the ladies singles program behind a fellow Olympic athlete from Russia, because Russia is technically, it wasn't at the Olympic Games because of doping, but yeah, behind 15-year-old Alina Zagitova, which was insane. Like they're just incredibly young. If she's just like, Medvedeva's only like 18 or whatever. The crazy thing is the Russian figure skating program is such a machine that there's a chance they might not even there's people younger than them that will overtake them next time the Olympics comes around, basically. So, but I mean, they both still did amazing. Medvedeva was incredible. Her skates were like very like moving, and she's like, it's crazy. Like, she's basically the most famous K-pop fan in the world now, and it's crazy that she's like she's out there spreading the word for K-pop and winning medals and everything. So, yep, those are my 3 things. We'll get into more Olympic stuff later.
Speaking of the Russian doping, apparently even the Russian curler got busted for doping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Curling is like a precise sport.
Why do you need to dope for
you don't
curling?
need strength. You need like precision and skill.
It's a joke that curlers are basically the most unathletic like athletes at the Olympic Games. Like, you don't need a 6-pack and like huge muscles to be a curler. I'll tell you that.
God, yeah, my dad was talking to me about this. He's like, what he thinks is like, if you can be fat and be one of the best in the world in something, then it's not a sport.
But no, they've actually
like he likes golf and everything, and he's like, no, golf is not a sport.
Okay, well, I mean, not everyone looks like freaking John Daly or something like that. Like, I mean, everyone's relatively healthy because you need a lot of like power and everything. And same thing with curling.
Most of golf is like how you hit the ball. But anyways, into episode. Closing ceremony.
No blown out.
No blown out. And I'm Jacob, obviously. Let's go.
All right, so closing ceremony happened. We are recording this on the night of February 25th. But actually, if you're at the time we're recording this right now, the closing ceremonies would be airing on TV here in America, but they occurred at like 6 a.m. Eastern time, which was like, I don't know, like 8, 9 or whatever Korea time. Yeah. So yeah, I ended up I just watched it on a VPN, so I'm gonna go through it. In terms of, there was a lot more music in this one as opposed to the opening ceremonies, a lot more K-pop as well. But yeah, it was a pretty cool ceremony. So like they had a lot of like the traditional sort of elements to it. There's this crazy like, I don't know, like, because I guess the whole theme of it is like they're looking into the future of Korean culture and all that sort of thing. So they had these like crazy sort of like progressive rock like instrumental piece with like these like old like string instruments mixed in, and like the coolest part about it was like there's this 13-year-old kid named Young Taewon who I'll link this image in the chat really quick, because this kid was so cool. Like, he was basically like up on like the podium near where the Olympic flame was, playing the guitar and everything. It's like rocking out. I was just like, yo, how crazy is it for like this kid just to be able to perform at the Winter Olympics? And yeah, like, there's some like progressive rock like band like going in.
I like his fro.
Yeah, he has an amazing hair. I'm just like, yo, this kid's like he's like a relic out of time right now. Like, that's amazing.
This is gonna be the thumbnail.
Yeah. Not EXO?
But this kid's afro is amazing.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, that's for an Asian guy, like for an Asian, that's like a marvel. Like that's like a miracle right there to be able to grow that kind of hair. So yeah, they had that cool like sort of rock performance. But yeah, so the closing ceremony is a lot more informal than the opening ceremonies, where they usually have like literally like it takes an hour for all of like the countries to enter, but usually they're just like, fuck it, like you can go in like whatever order you want. It's really like just like a giant party sort of thing, which is why like they focus a lot more on the music. The first like K-pop sort of related thing that happened was they played this montage of like the events like stuff that happened during the games with using the Olympic song that Taeyong made, Louder.
Louder.
Yeah, Louder.
I believe we reviewed it.
So good.
Yeah, it's a good song. I thought he was there. I kind of wish he was there, but I mean, yeah, that was sort of like the song of the games for them, basically.
That would have been a great thing for him to like perform like at the actual ceremony.
Yeah,
Too busy on his honeymoon.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
too busy. Yeah, he's too busy
probably.
getting married.
Timing's bad.
Yeah. So the first K-pop performance that went on was CL, formerly of 21. So you guys didn't get to watch this, but I did.
Nope.
So
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
it's a good thing.
Sounds like it's a good thing that we didn't watch it.
It's a good thing that you didn't watch it. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that CL got to perform, but
Yeah.
it felt so out of place, like musically and I guess just style wise. So like with CL, like her whole thing is just like, oh, badass sort of female like empowerment sort of thing, and like really like heavy like visuals and like themes and sort of thing, which was at such contrast because like the entire like theme of the Olympic Games is like peace and harmony. I'm just like, peace and harmony. Who's the first person you think of? Oh, CL from freaking 21.
Yeah.
Because YG groups are nothing but bastions of peace and harmony.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's supposed to be like the whole like
The
bad girl, like
badass,
rebel,
Yeah.
sort of concept.
Yeah,
and then
so
they pick her.
she performed. So she literally performed the baddest female, and which was okay, which is pretty good though. It was a live performance, so she had like I think it might just be her like her thing where which kind of annoys me at like live concerts is when she only sings like some of the lines and lets the backing track do the rest of it, and then sings the line, and then that kind of got on my nerves. And then after that, I heard "Nega te jalaga," and I was like, oh, whoa, it's 21. You're gonna reunite? Nope.
No.
It was
just CL.
it was just CL. So basically, they did the intro, skipped to CL's like one verse, and then did the
Chorus.
refrain. Like that's it. And then like they did the chorus. Like they literally did like
Nothing.
1/3 of "I Am the Best," just like anything that had CL in it. It was honestly it felt like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of disrespectful for them to perform that song on an international stage where like everyone's watching, like the song that made 21 famous, where they played on commercials here in the United States, and for CL to be the only one to do that, like not even like Dara or
I feel like they easily could have gotten them all together for that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's the freaking Olympics, you know. If they
I
had
wouldn't be
asked,
surprised
they would
if
have done it.
YG didn't want them to.
That's probably exactly what it is.
Exactly.
Or he didn't want to ask them or anything. He didn't want that to happen, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I 100%.
But I mean,
that's what happened.
CL is just not the right choice for me when it comes to the Olympics. Just her image
Yeah.
is just, and honestly, like, I mean, some of it's not her fault coming like dealing with like YG not releasing her music and everything, but it just feels like
Yeah.
as a solo artist, I don't feel like she's released enough music to justify being on an international stage like this. And I know that's probably kind of harsh, but it's
She
the
only
truth.
she has 2 songs.
Yeah, like.
Or 3 songs, sorry.
Like I feel like if you wanted a female like lead, somebody that sort of would represent like Korea, I would have easily picked Twice or BoA or IU
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Hayes
BoA would have been
or
perfect.
Ailey. Like
Yeah,
BoA would
there's
have been
plenty.
perfect.
There's so many choices that, like, I would have put over. And, like, it's not CL's fault, like you said. Like,
Yeah, it's not her fault.
It's not even the lack of music. It's just her image doesn't fit with an Olympics, like, harmony and peace closing ceremony thing. Like, IU would have been perfect. Like,
Yeah, it's
There are
it's
just
a
way
weird
better
choice. Like there's got to be something going on in the background for that to have
oh,
happened.
yeah,
but,
it was definitely.
like, and I mean, remember the planning for these games was going on well during
Wait, so you listed IU, or not IU, Ailey, did she not actually perform?
Nah, that was just a
Where did all
rumor.
those?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. It was confirmed.
Yeah.
I read things saying it was confirmed. So whoever said that was a lie.
Yeah, that was sad because and it seemed like such a perfect song too. It's a winter sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a winter
Literally,
song.
I will go to you like the first snow, like. I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, I would have loved if Ailey got to perform. Anyway, the better part, maybe I'm biased, but the better part of the K-pop performances came in the form of EXO. You guys just watched like a couple minutes before we started recording, but yeah, watching it was surreal seeing like EXO on like a stage like this, and like think about it. Like for a K-pop artist, there will probably never be a bigger stage than this sort of thing. Like you're never gonna have as many eyes on you as it will be at the Olympic Games.
Yeah, except for the Olympics. I was gonna say except for maybe the New Year's thing with BTS, but
or maybe like
one country.
Or maybe like the World Cup.
The Olympics
or
is all
like
over
that.
the world.
If if South Korea hosts the World Cup again, maybe. But like it's hard to think
I think if
a bigger honor.
If South Korea, I think it would be bigger only if South Korea hosted the summer games.
Yeah, I would say Summer Olympics are like the only other thing.
I'll get to my views on that later.
Then they reunite Sistar and perform a bunch of like
songs.
overly sexy summer songs on the
yeah.
closing stage.
Or we get Red Velvet,
Shake Your Body,
Red Flavor or something.
Yeah, but so yeah, EXO. It's they have the most intricate performance. Like the beginning of it, Kai gets to do a solo like dance like performance at the Olympics. How crazy is that? Like he did this like really cool sort of like freestyle dance with somebody who was like playing a like a tiny cymbal sort of thing and he was wearing like traditional Korean clothing and everything, and then after that it switches into, or after that like you see like the floor, like the floor lighting and everything change, and then he changes into like a suit, and then out of nowhere all these ATVs come out and we bring all the members of EXO. It's like probably the most random like opening.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah,
but it was amazing.
But not in a bad way. Yeah,
and
like how they pulled it off.
Also, as they were performing Growl, it was funny because they were like, the ATVs were just circling them. They're just driving around.
Well,
them.
before that, too, they were sitting behind them, but they were flashing their lights like as part of the show, which was like kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just like randomized flashing. It was like actually part of the light show.
Yeah, the whole like thing with EXO was just awesome. Getting to see them perform. And they were pretty busy, too. Like, from what I've read, they were in Japan, the day before and didn't get back to Korea until like 4 a.m, basically. So
wow.
Yeah, they were busy. Like, and you could tell they were kind of off when they did the choreography. But and also it's just it's probably a combination of like nerves because it's a huge like honor again. Like your country's entrusting you with like showcasing like their culture to the world, basically, like that. And again, just like nerves. Probably like, the weather, like. That's probably like a weird stadium to like sort of like get feedback or like get like audio from or whatever. So,
yeah.
But I mean, it was an amazing performance. I love like they did Growl, like they had like the cool like intro and like dance break and everything, and then they did Power, like the amazing remix of Power that they do live. So yeah, I was so like. In all my years of being an EXO-L, I don't think I've ever been more happy than today. Like that, and that's saying a lot because I've seen EXO live twice, but I feel like this is probably their crowning achievement. That like they're called the nation's pick for a reason. Like I couldn't think of, other than Big Bang maybe or Girls' Generation, I couldn't think of any other group that'd be more deserving of like being like showcasing like K-pop to the world than EXO, because they've worked so hard these past like 6-7 years basically.
Yeah, I think in the modern day EXO is definitely the right choice, especially since like I don't know, some people might not appreciate this, but BTS has already sort of had their share of like these sort of moments, I think.
Yeah.
So, and EXO hasn't really had any yet.
Yeah, it's weird because
so I think it was really cool opportunity.
Yeah, because EXO, like, they're definitely more popular in Korea, but I feel like they haven't had much of a chance to be exposed internationally. But I mean, there was as far as to normies. To like people that don't really follow K-pop, but they're probably more familiar with BTS and EXO. But there was this like feature that they did on Yevgenia Medvedeva, like talking about like how she does, like she dances to K-pop, like we talked about last week, and like they're playing clips of EXO and they're playing a clip of her dancing to Call Me Baby on like primetime television. That's crazy. Like like again, just like they're getting like so much exposure. So that
was on Thursday, right?
Yeah, it was like it was the day of.
I think I actually caught that then on TV because I was at my grandmother's house and it was on the TV. I was like, oh, it's her. She's on the TV.
Yeah, it was talking about like how she's like an anime. She's basically a weeb in a Korean.
Yeah. It talked about her Sailor Moon stuff.
Yeah,
and,
she's
how
like
she dances.
she's easily my favorite. She's easily my favorite. Actually, no, it's between her and Alex Cam when it comes to like my favorite Olympians from this, because Alex Cam he does not know when to stop. Just side note, another, if you have a chance to go watch the figure skating gala, because they had a lot of K-pop performances as well. Minyura and Alexander Gamelin, who compete under Korea, they did "Lollipop" by 21 and Big Bang.
Worst song choice
I know, worst
ever.
song ever. I know. Let's see, Alex Cam and God, I forget, like Kim is the last name of his partner. They did a medley of "I Am the Best" and "Red Flavor." And for the part with "I Am the Best," because you know how he became a meme because he had the Olympic ring glasses, and then so
Did
they
he do
basically
that?
he did that. And then after, like, I think like when the camera was on him, he did Salt Bay and everything like that. Like basically every time there's a camera on, he's just doing some type of beam.
That's funny.
He's pretty funny.
Wait, how old is he again?
He's like, I don't know, like 17-ish, 18. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, it makes sense.
Like 20-ish maybe. I don't know. Like
Either way,
he's of the age. He's of the age
He's
where
Jacob's
he's like meme.
age.
He's Jacob's age, so he's of course he's going to be a meme lord. Who else? There was like a Ukrainian figure skater that did mic drop remix. It was insane.
That's weird.
Like he did like choreography and everything. It was so cool. And then at the end when they did their like final bow, they came out to Likey and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the figure skating gala was amazing because there's so much K-pop in it. So yeah, besides EXO, during when they're like all of the countries were entering the stadium, a band called Second Moon was playing music in the background. I've never heard of them. Like I think
Me
they're just
neither.
Nope.
they're some like Korean like rock band or whatever. Much older than our age range.
Yeah.
So towards the end, they start to get into like some EDM music. The first DJ that came out, to my surprise, was DJ Raiden. I was just like, wait a second.
Cool.
Wait a second. That's the guy that he did the station track with Yuri.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think he's Korean, so
Yeah, he's Korean.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool to see him. And then after that, their grand finale, I guess, was Martin Garrix, like the EDM DJ. I was just like, okay.
Oh wait, I've actually heard of him. I think.
Yeah, like he's one of the most popular like EDM DJs.
Yeah,
out
it
there.
was weird that they said there was gonna be like a K-pop surprise guest, and then it was someone.
It was
no one
Martin
knew anyone.
Garrix. So I was just like,
Nobody
okay.
had any idea who that was.
Yeah, I don't know, but it wasn't bad. I guess they want to put on music that I guess the non Korea booths will actually enjoy, because they're like they're probably just like, yo, what's all this K-pop shit? Let's put on the EDM. But no, it was pretty cool, and also they had a really nice. There's a tradition that at every closing ceremony they have a part where they hand over. They have a symbolic handing over of the games from the current one to the future one. The next Winter Olympic Games are in Beijing in 2022, so they had a whole section where like they had like skating panda bears or something like that. It was really cool. But yeah, I can't wait. Definitely, it's interesting. The next three.
So that's like the equivalent to what they did in Brazil with the Mario pipe and stuff for Tokyo.
Yeah, so they handed it over to Beijing since they're the next Winter Olympic Games. So
Okay.
yeah, just overall, I'd say that I enjoyed this. This was an enjoyable Olympic Games I'd say I'd enjoyed it the most ever since it's the most I've enjoyed since London, just because for the most part it didn't go like crap, because I mean for the Sochi and Rio were kind of a mess. Like it was like ongoing thing where like literally like everything was going on in Rio. But yeah, this was a pretty like well-run Olympics so far, and I would not be surprised if this sort of gives Korea momentum to bid for a Summer Olympic Games, because it's been how many years since Seoul?
1988 or 85?
I don't know.
No, 85. I don't know.
It's even years, so it's like it was early 80s or something like that when Seoul hosted.
84? I'm gonna look it up right now.
When Seoul hosted the Olympics, but yeah, it was a well-run Olympic Games. They were very focused on being frugal about it. Like the Olympics, like the stadium that they built. I don't know if I can find a picture of it, but yeah, the opening and closing stadium that they built is a temporary venue, so they're literally just gonna take it down after this. So it's not a white, like a giant like white elephant just like sitting there like.
Yeah, it's not one of those weird, creepy, like abandoned Olympic areas that you see pictures of.
Like not literally
like
none
haunted
of the
area looking.
None of this is gonna be abandoned because pretty much everything. For the most part, everything that they had was like pre-existing. Like all of like the skiing and like snowboarding venues. That was already like a mountain resort. All the stuff in Gangan was like that's already like they built like new stuff there. But it's a busy like area. It's a populated city already.
Yeah. Apparently, they spent like 1/8 the amount that they did for Sochi, and it still turned out way better.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's just, well, I mean that's kind of like what you have to be more frugal about it because people don't want to host the games if you're going to waste a lot of money on it. So this is a very well run game. Like games, enjoyed a lot of it. I mean, the US didn't do as well medal wise. They only ended up with like 9 gold medals compared to like Germany and Norway who had like 14. But yeah, it was pretty successful games, and I'm glad that they got to showcase Korean culture, K-pop, all this sort of stuff to the world. And yeah, it's I don't know what I'm gonna.
It was in 1988 that they last had the Summer Games. So yeah.
They're definitely I'd love to see them do, but I mean it might not be until like 2030 something, and hopefully I'll be old enough to have enough dispensable income to go to the Seoul, to Seoul for Olympic Games. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life now that I don't have Olympics to watch at 3 a.m. when I can't sleep. So yeah, that closes the
back to watching anime.
Yeah, back to watching anime.
All right, so from here I guess we can go into topic 2. Which is going to be the review of Weki Meki's Lucky mini album.
Let's get crazy.
Yes,
indeed. I'm so glad that's their tagline. That's their like intro. Let's get crazy.
Let's get crazy. Is it? Oh, is that the thing?
Like let's get crazy. Let's get crazy. Weki Meki. I'm not gonna say, but yeah,
boy.
Yep. So Weki Meki Lucky, their second album. There's 3 versions of it, and I bought all 3 of them because I'm crazy.
Wait, what are the colors?
I went crazy. There aren't colors. There's a Weki version, a Meki version, and a Lucky version.
Okay, what's the one that's on iTunes?
I don't know what color is the one on iTunes.
It's red.
Oh, I picked the red one. I did.
Let me check. I will check since I ordered them all. I think that's the Weki. I think that's the Lucky version. Nope, that's the Weki version.
Weki.
There's a pink version, which is the Meki version. The red version's the Weki version, and then there's like a light blue one that's the Lucky version.
Okay. Cool.
So yep.
I really like the album cover though. It's nice.
All 3 of them have like completely different like covers and aesthetics and stuff, which is cool. So we'll get into it. The first song is Lucky, which is like an intro song, and it's just like a hip hop dance track. I think it's pretty cool because it leads into La 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 really well. Like the end of the song is the chorus of La La La.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of confused when I first heard it. I was just like, is this a different song?
Yep.
It's definitely I think it's a good intro as far as that goes. Like it sets the tone of the album very well because the rest of it basically follows that general like style. It's pretty cohesive.
Yeah, the girl crush stuff that they're going with, that they stuck with from I Don't Like Your Girlfriend.
The only thing I would have said is I kind of wish that they Sherlocked it.
Combine them.
Yeah. That's my only complaint because it felt like there wasn't. It kind of wasn't substantial enough for me because because like literally like half the song is just basically La La La. And
yeah. I mean, it is an intro. It's only like a minute 20 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
speaking of,
they did do a music video for it, which they trolled everyone because they said it was they said it was the Lucky teaser, so everyone thought it was a teaser for La La La, and they thought that's what the song sounded like, and then it was nothing like that song because it was actually literally just a music video for this intro song, like the whole thing.
And then everyone was pissed.
Well, everyone hated it for some reason, and then they were happy because at least based on Reddit, but Reddit. I don't know. I don't think Reddit likes Weki Meki very much, unfortunately.
Yeah, whatever.
But I like the punk styling in the music video for this. They got like the kind of punk outfits. Also, it has way more lua than like the entire title track, which makes me happy and sad. And moving on to La La La, which is the title track, which is more girl crush pop stuff. This is so like I think this is like entirely an improvement over I Don't Like Your Girlfriend, like in every way possible.
For me, it seems like a proper sequel to
yeah, exactly. Like it's a follow up, but it's improving it on it in every way. Like the song is more cohesive, so it's better in that sense. Like it's just straight up girl crush pop. Like the styling is insanely good. The music video, like all the different styles for the music video are great. The choreo is a lot more in depth and better. And just like, and more members get the spotlight, which is nice that we're seeing that, because like Say and Rina got a lot of screen time in this.
Speaking of
the two, like doing more of the vocal stuff.
Speaking of, Say has she has like a horn, like
they're like tiny.
On.
Yeah, they're supposed to be cat ears, but they're tiny cat ears.
Yeah, I was just like, oh shit, it's 02. 02 is in a K-pop group, and she changed. No, it's 02. 02 and Asuka from Evangelion had a baby because Sei has red hair, so she has red hair with the horns. But yeah, I was just like, oh wait a second. But getting to the actual song though, I think you're right. Great follow up to I don't like your boyfriend, and I just
girlfriend.
Like girlfriend, Jesus Christ!
I don't like your boyfriend. It's just like they're talking to their friend. It's like, I hate your boyfriend. He sucks.
You know what I mean? So, and I do feel like that they work well within this niche, because I'm just like it's way better than Weki Meki being another like cutie girl group or whatever. I feel like it's something we were missing, and I mean, granted, we have CLC, but I mean, they kind of go back and forth on whether or not they want to be like that. But I do like they.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
the week after.
I do like that. Like this is their sort of thing for Weki Meki. Also, Doyen, enough said.
Yeah.
She was looking really good this comeback.
Well, and on top of that, like Yoojung's like pre-chorus rap parts are like really good.
Yeah, she has a really nice triplet section there. I'm just like, yo, like again, like they usually get shit on, or they're just like, oh, they're just like or Doyeon's just the visual, or Yoojung is just like the famous one, or just like the like the center or whatever. But they have a lot of talent. Like yeah, and I feel like they get to show it. I'm glad they get to show it off in Weki Meki.
Yeah, I thought the song was a really strong follow up. Like I really like the song. It's definitely going in my playlist, I guess. My rotation playlist is what I call it. Yeah. It's just like what I got on rotation, what I want to listen to, and then when I get sick of a song, if I skip it, I'll throw it out. Okay. That's basically how it works. Anyways, it's in there now. Literally the only thing I didn't like at first was that the chorus wasn't as strong as I would want to. Yeah. But it grew on me, so.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree. The chorus could be stronger, but it is catchy as hell.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
La, 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 la.
And another point is I feel like they didn't get to showcase as much choreography as I wanted, but
yeah, I don't think well, if you watch the choreo is really good. Like if you actually watch the live performances or the dance versions. Yep. So moving on to Iron Boy, which is a disco song. Yes. It's literally a disco song, and it's amazing.
This one's my favorite. Yeah, the instrumentation I think it's my favorite as well.
This is my favorite song on the album. Like, not even it blows La 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 out of the water. Like, not even close.
This is my favorite Weki Meki song.
Yeah, it's that good.
Yeah. It's just I don't even know what to say about it. It's just ridiculously good. Just like a really sweet bass line synths.
Yeah, it's.
I hope if they ever get a second song, I guess on live shows, I hope they do this one.
Yeah,
I'd like to see choreo to this.
Yeah, it's fun. The chorus is amazing. It's just like, I call you Iron Boy, doo doo. Like, it's so goddamn catchy. It's been stuck in my head all week. I can't get it out. It's so infectious, like the beat, and like like the production. I just say as a whole, I was shocked at how good the production was on this entire mini album.
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
for the album tracks.
Really well.
Because I was just like, I'm probably only gonna like the title track, and I was just like, oh shit, this like all this stuff is so good. Like you were talking about like how Cooper was like basically all the album tracks blow the lead single out of the water, and it's like that's entirely true in this situation. Like it's
and that's saying something because we all
good.
like the title track a lot too.
I mean, Fantagio does a pretty good job actually. Like, you wouldn't think they'd do so well considering they're like predominantly like an acting agency, but like they really pull it off well, I think.
Yeah,
I think this shows that they're definitely serious about their music branch. They're not gonna just leave it behind. Yeah. I mean, who knows with the whole Chinese takeover thing, but
yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep my eye on this production team. I'll see what else they do, or if they're just an in-house Fantagio sort of thing.
Yeah.
Next is Metronome, which is a house song, which is sweet. What do you say? Is this Deep House, Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Deep House. That's what I thought. I think it does a really good job showing off their vocals. And it has like a really cool distorted synth line like throughout the whole song. It reminds me of Move by Taemin a lot.
So, I believe I said like a couple weeks ago when we were doing reviews, or the monthly review list with the Long D and Doyeon track, that I said that I wanted Weki Meki to go more into this EDM sort of vibe, and like I was right. Like this is sort of like the same vibe that song had, and it works so well with their group. So this song was excellent. Again, just like really good like EDM instrumentals, and like again, I'd love for them to make this an album track, like a title track sort of thing, where a single, where, like they go in on like the EDM aspect of it, because I think it works well with their group so much. Like all of these album tracks have sort of more of an EDM tinge to them, as opposed to just where the intro or whereas Lucky and La 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 had more of the girl crush to it. But I could see them working well with like this as their image or as their concept.
I actually agree with you, Andrew. Like I think they should. Well, I would like them to go in more of an EDM direction as far as their title tracks go, because we're really missing that. Like after 21 and 4 Minute went under, we really do not have anybody there anymore. Like no one. You could say maybe EXID, but they don't really go as hard, you know?
Yeah.
As far as that goes. And I when CLC came out, I was super excited because I want somebody to fill that niche back up, because I really miss it. Which I know you like CLC's more like lighter stuff, but I really like. I need something there, and I think Weki Meki could also fill that spot as well. Once they're a little older.
Yeah, it's almost like an opposite, where like there's not enough of these sort of EDM and like groups in girl groups, whereas like in guy groups it's like everywhere now. So I feel like there definitely needs to be more of that on the girl side of groups,
for sure.
Yeah, maybe what you said, Jacob, like maybe once they're older, because once like Lucy and Rena get older,
God, how old are they?
Remember Lucy
16.
was like 15.
Oh,
she's 16 now?
Yeah.
I thought she was 14.
She was, I don't know, let me check, because I don't remember how old.
I think she was 14 then turned 15 or something.
Yeah, well, I don't remember which one.
No bias.
Yeah, she's 15. She's 2002.
Good Lord.
So, that's why we made fun of Cooper.
She was born when the Salt Lake City Olympics were happening. She literally she came out of her mother's womb. Jesus Christ.
August 31st.
No, okay, so not exactly when it was happening, but oh my God, she's literally like almost like 9 years younger than I am. That's creepy.
Yeah, and Say and Lou are 2000, Rena's 2001. So Say and Lou are 18 now in
that's
Korean
so
age.
Wrong.
But
that's
they're 19.
Wrong.
But
yeah, they have a lot of growing to do, I guess.
Yeah. Next is Color Me, which is just like funky electropop. It's another like kind of disco-y song, but it's like disco-y but leaning more electropop.
It's more Bruno Mars, if that makes any sense.
Yes, definitely. Actually, I get that feeling as well. I think the chorus in the song is super strong. Actually, it's really really catchy.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I thought this was another good song to show off their vocals.
So like I think it's one of those albums where I think they picked the worst song as the title track, even though it's still a really good song.
Yeah. I could have easily like Iron Boy, Metronome, and Color Me could have easily worked just as well.
Yeah, I think it's because they wanted to stick with the girl crush stuff.
They didn't want to scare to it.
And this is like, they don't want to be one of those groups that just changes concept constantly over and over again and doesn't stick with anything and can't retain fans.
CLC. Sorry, I love CLC.
I need them to stay hard.
They just need to stick
no,
with
they need
Hobgoblin
no.
and
CLC needs to
Black
stick with the vaporwave.
Yeah.
CLC needs to stick with the vaporwave concept. We don't
Civil War.
there are no freaking K-pop groups that do vaporwave. That could be their niche.
That's because it's not popular. It has like no views.
Because that's the thing. Like most 14-year-old Korean girls probably don't know what the hell vaporwave is.
It's too boring to them. It's not upbeat and
So like, why would I listen to this
cool
80s
enough.
music?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you'd be surprising how popular 80s culture is like 80s throwback culture is with young people, but that's maybe too young for them, I guess.
Anything else to say about Color Me?
Nope.
Okay. And last is Butterfly, which was their Winter Olympics like special song that they released a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say it came out like last month, right?
Yeah, we talked about
releases.
it. But it's like what you'd expect from an Olympic song. It's like an upbeat anthem-y pop song. Yep.
Did Weki Meki perform at the Olympics or no?
No, I don't. Well, I don't think so.
That's weird that they.
Maybe
That's weird. Because no,
Red Velvet did.
Red Velvet did. Momoland did. Like a bunch of other groups I know did, but I don't remember hearing Weki. That's kind of weird that they make an Olympic song, but they don't actually perform at the Olympics.
Well, apparently it's a remix.
Oh, this isn't their song?
It's originally an OST for the 2009 movie Takeoff that handled the topic of Korean ski jump athletes at the Olympics.
Wait, is it?
They remixed the song.
I think I've heard of it. It's like a drama, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I've actually heard of that one.
Who originally sang it?
It didn't say.
Interesting.
I forget. I don't know why I know that drama because like I know absolutely nothing about K-dramas, but for whatever reason, there must know. I think there's a K-pop idol or like there's some type of idol that's in that drama. I'm pretty sure. If I'll look it up later, but.
Okay. Oh yeah, the MV for the Butterfly is adorable though.
Yeah, they're curling with a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see that video of they're these people that they were pretending to curl with a Roomba and like a broom.
My God,
that's pretty funny.
That's actually really funny. A Roomba.
That's really good. Okay, so we'll go into overall. Surprise for me, 10 out of 10. And that's not like I was saying in the chat. I need an IOI branch to release an album that's bad. Like it doesn't need to be bad, but it needs to be amazing because I feel like everyone just thinks it's 100% biased vote at this point, but it's not. Like all these songs I really like.
No, but it really is.
The style is amazing, the choreo is amazing, and like obviously a bias point. So 10 out of 10 for me.
Meanwhile, we got all the IOI CEOs in the back of Nate's room. They're holding him at gunpoint.
Yeah.
IOI. Vote for IOI.
Non-Dia IOI branches, because I've given Dia non-10s.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Where was music? I gave it a 6 out of 6, which was shocking for me because I did not like go into this expecting Weki Meki to put out one of the best like IOI branch like mini albums of the year so far. So yeah, this came out of nowhere.
It's
concept
the only one this year.
Huh. Yeah,
Gurudon didn't have a mini album. They had a single album.
Yeah, it was a single album.
Well, no, Chungha. Sorry.
Chungha.
I keep forgetting that was this year.
Oh, man. Chungha was really good, too.
Yeah. Just IOI's been killing it. But yeah, so concept I give 2 out of 3. As much as I like the visuals, I kind of wanted more of the choreography. 1 out of 1 for bias, so that makes it a 9 out of 10, which I did not expect. Weki Meki is definitely like shooting up my list when it comes to like I'm sorry, Uju Sonyo, but they're kind of just getting like periodically knocked down after every like new.
Yeah, you're like up, Chung up, knocked him up, Gugu down.
Oh no! Actually, I think I'd still put Uju Sonyo over Chung just slightly.
But Gugu Dan knocked him down.
Yeah,
Weki
Gugu Dan's probably
him down.
right now. It's probably one Gugu Dan to Weki Meki.
Well, they'll go back up
three
in
Uju
a
Sonyo.
week when Uju Sonyo comes back, and
it'll probably.
The teaser sounded really good. I think you'll like it.
I will probably change my mind completely, but yeah, this is surprisingly good, and I'm just glad that the Fantagio nonsense didn't end up interfering too much with it. And I honestly can't wait to hear what like their next release, because I hopefully they'll keep it up with the EDM sort of style for the music.
Yeah. So for me, I also gave it a 6 out of 6 for music, just because I liked every single song in the album was really good. And then for concept, I gave it 2 out of 3, just because like as far as like MV and all that stuff goes, it's a little kind of just more of the same, which isn't a bad thing. It was a good stuff, but not much has changed. And then obviously 1 out of 1 for bias points, so definitely a strong 9 out of 10.
Yep,
I really enjoyed this mini album.
So 9 out of 10 overall.
Yep,
which gets
the
shiny
shiny
SIHSHINE shiny.
Yep. All right.
You should just it should be like completely insignificant, but you should just put like a picture of shiny, like really like 2 pixel high in the inside of the logo somewhere.
You just literally just write, you just dot
or
2
just
pixels,
like
just
say
and then just tell you that I shrinked it down.
Yeah,
But I realized just took the pencil tool and went dot dot.
Yep, exactly.
All right. Anyways, on to topic
3. Topic 3 for
Sun.
people that don't speak
French.
Sam.
Yep.
Or set. It would be Sam.
Tatlo.
Yeah, Sam.
Because you wouldn't use Hanado set for.
Yeah, because that's only
topics.
if you're counting, right?
It's weird. There's different things that you use each
same
of
thing
them
in
for.
Japanese. There's like the counting system changes based, or there's an older way of counting, like, and like there's a newer way. I don't know. Like some numbers get changed.
Counting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of counting,
we are reviewing
BoA, 1 shot, 2 shot.
No one.
Mini album. The first mini album from BoA.
Yeah, BoA's first mini album comes out
like,
20 years after she debuted.
Yeah, she's been around for this long, and she's only now released a mini album. I guess
after one
she's
adult
released
lifetime.
like 20 full albums and never released a mini album, and
That's
now
insane.
she has. So,
After one adult lifetime.
Yep.
Somebody was born and is now an adult in the time it took for her to release 1 mini album.
Yeah, from between debut and releasing a mini album.
They're like between like 21 and Blackpink released like 30 songs total as both groups in the entire like span of BoA going from debut to releasing her first mini album. That's insane.
So yeah, 1 shot, 2 shot is also the title track in the first song of the album. So this is like pretty typical BoA EDM stuff. We are reviewing 2 BoA albums, and I'm gonna say that about a lot of songs because BoA has a style and she sticks to it for a lot of her stuff.
I was actually the opposite. I'd say like for me, BoA is like a musical chameleon where like it feels like she's sort of done a good job changing or adjusting with the times, because BoA music in like 2000 doesn't really sound as much.
IDP speed is
I'm saying
completely
like
different from
I'm saying like or like modern BoA stuff is all pretty similar, like super EDM stuff.
I was really glad with this album. Actually, it sounds more like something that she would have released in Japan, which I was really happy with because I really like her Japanese music.
And like it's. I don't think you can even.
It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun sounding than her last album, which was, what was that even called? It's the one with "Kiss My Lips."
I forget.
It was "Kiss My Lips" is the name of the album.
Oh, okay. I thought it had some other
no,
name.
it didn't. Because I checked today. Because since that comes on the, since I was listening to the Japanese album, I was like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, this is a Korean song that's already been out before. I was like, I've seen this music video and heard this song, but the lyrics are different. So this must be a Korean song. And I was like, oh yeah, this is a release from like 2015 or whatever. But yeah, so one shot, two shot, EDM stuff, like what you'd expect from modern BoA. Choreo and styling are like on point, like perfectly. She has the red velvet, Jacob, the red velvety stuff that you like.
Is red BoA's color or something or whatever? Because it seems like she always incorporates red into her music videos.
I think her official color is like gold or something.
I don't know, but I agree that she does have a lot of red in her music videos recently.
Yeah.
BoA's official color is one second. I'm pretty sure it's yellow. It is. One moment. I'm going down a giant list of fan club colors.
Control F BoA. Control F.
All right. Yeah. Jumping BoA is her Korean fan club, and it's called Seoul in Japan for some reason. Anyways, the official color is pearl yellow. So
weird. So for me, I like the song. There's a point in the dance near the end, which is like I love, which is like where all the backup dancers are in a line, and she like stands between two of them and does a dance, and then they follow her, and then she jumps to the next one and does something, and they all follow her. Like the people she's been in front of follow her. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but go watch the music video. That move is really cool. In terms of the non-choreo parts of the music video, I don't know what the fuck happened. And
I don't know
really
either.
Weird and confusing.
Oh, you mean like where he shoots the guy?
Yeah, he's like, she's dancing on a subway platform, and there's a dude on a different subway platform, and he's just like really confused, and then he jumps a subway train track and gets to her platform, and then they dance together, and the lights are exploding, and then she shoots him, and then he walks away, and then he wakes up, and he's like, I was shot, but I'm not shot. And I'm like, what the hell? This doesn't make any sense. This is dumb. It should have just been choreo the whole time.
Yeah, I don't get the music video at all either. But I do like this song for I'd say for the most part. Like it's a lot more. It's modern BoA, where it's a good combination of trap and R&B and EDM. The only thing I would say is I know the song's called One Shot, Two Shot, but I kind of wish like the chorus was more interesting lyrically. Like it's just, I was just like, when it came to the one shot, two shot, like that sort of part.
Yeah. The chorus definitely could be stronger.
It's catchy as hell though.
It's catchy, definitely. But
I really like the I guess instrumentation. I'll just keep calling it. It's I don't know. It's really catchy. It's I was listening to this album on the way back up to school today. When I was driving. Yeah, this album as a whole, like, it starts out really well, I think, with One Shot, Two Shot, as far as if you treat it like an intro. It sets the tone well, I think. So, yeah, I really like this song.
And just as a sort of, I guess, it definitely sets the tone in that, I guess, this is modern BoA, where it's, a lot of the tracks are very experimental, just like she dips her toes in a lot of different genres and different sounds. So it's a good starting off point for the entire album, I'd say.
Yep.
Next is Everybody Knows, which is like more chill EDM with tropical house influences.
This I would not be surprised if they gave this song to like Red Velvet or something like that, if not BoA, because I can hear their voices, like, if I imagine it, like them singing the chorus.
Yeah, it would fit them well.
Yeah, but yeah, I really really like the like sort of like chill, laid back nature of it. Like there's not too much to the actual like background music and stuff. It's more of like her vocals and stuff, which I really like the minimalist like sort of structure of the song. You know.
Yeah. I really like the instrumentals and just how chill it is. I agree.
Yeah, this was good, but I'd say it's probably the least standout because almost everything else on this album was
really good.
Was like a title track or like some type of had some type of feature. So this is, I guess, this got buried under the rest of the music, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Next, you done, Jacob?
Yep.
Okay. Next is Negadola, which was a pre-release track for this album, I guess. Which is like EDM with a ton of Spanish guitar like influences.
Yeah, like the
super
Latin, like Latin, like Latin guitar, like straight up, like Latin guitar is like a separate like instrument straight up.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It reminded me a lot of like of like something that come out in like 2010.
Yeah,
which I really liked. I like the old school K-pop sound.
That's kind of BoA. Like in some ways, BoA is definitely a time capsule when it comes to some parts of her music.
Yeah, I agree.
Speaking of time capsule, though, it's just like, how old is BoA? Like she looks so young in this music video.
No,
like she's 31.
31.
She's 31. She looks like she's like 21 in this music video. I'm just like, wait a second. What are you doing?
BoA's gonna look like that for her entire life.
Yeah, I think she stopped aging after a while.
Yep.
I mean, that's Asian. Like, did you ever see that like image where it's just like Asian like women, just like really really young, and it's like bam, menopause, and then like they just start getting old.
It becomes instantly becomes an ajima.
Yeah, yeah, like that's like I've seen that happen so many times. It's so funny.
Yep. Yeah, no, I like the song. I like the style in the music video. Except for some of her hairstylings are ridiculously dumb.
Oh, you mean like with the two balls?
The Mickey Mouse hairstyle is dumb.
The braids were nice though. That's what I had. So I picked the screenshot of.
Yeah, and then I think the choreo goes really well with it too. I really like the choreo.
I don't know what the music video is about though. It's just like her shooting things.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like most of her music videos are just random crap with lots of choreo involved.
Again, old school K-pop.
Exactly.
Where back when the MVs made 0 sense.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like this song has been growing on me as of late, definitely, because I came in with Camo being my favorite of the title tracks, but I feel like Negadola just slightly surpassed that now. I love, because I feel the instrumentals are so strong with it.
Yeah.
Like this is like this type of song is what makes me feel like I feel like BoA deserved another shot in the US. Like I know like it didn't.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Her one album.
Her
didn't
2-shot.
Yeah, basically. Because this sounds like music you could release in the US and nobody would bat an eye if it was in English. So
yeah. Definitely. Because the Latin stuff is in.
Yeah, Latin stuff's really popular right now, and I don't even listen to American pop. Next is Your Song featuring Juniflow, which is a hip hop song.
This came out of left field.
Yeah,
for me,
yeah, exactly.
I just had a grin on my face.
Is this BoA or is this NCT?
Yeah.
Yeah, legitimately. It worked so well.
No, yeah, that's all I'll say. The song's like a really good mix of her vocals and his rap.
Yeah, this is what I mean by BoA being like a musical chameleon. Like she works well with so many different genres.
Swiss Army knife of K-pop.
What I was saying before is like, yeah, she can do anything, but she definitely has her style.
Yeah, she has her
does
style.
A lot
yeah,
of.
She brings her style to each like sort of genre.
Yeah.
Well, I think also her voice is extremely recognizable.
Yeah. Yep.
Like you can't mistake anybody for BoA.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the song came out of nowhere, like you said, but I think it's a really good hip hop song that I would have never guessed would show up on a BoA album.
Yeah. But yeah, this is like stuff like this is like why I do like BoA, where she's not afraid to experiment or go into, I guess, musical categories you'd say would be younger than her, where like she basically like she's well, for the most part she's definitely stuck into like that sort of like 2000s R&B style, but doing this sort of modern hip hop trap style of music, and it works so well. I think the feature by Juniflow definitely definitely helps to sell the song even more, and it's not an egregious sort of feature as well. Like his verse was good. Yeah,
even like the rap part coming in was like I really liked it. Juniflow did a really good job. I don't know if I've heard of him or not, but
I've heard his name before, but I can't think
only
of
a couple songs.
Anything.
Either way, like the rap part didn't feel out of place, like it can sometimes in a lot of K-pop songs. Like this was a really really well done hip hop song, and I was like pleasantly surprised to find that on a BoA mini album.
I think it's just because it sounds so un SM. Like this sounds like something you could find on like I don't know like AOMG or like some other like actual like maybe like a Viva Culture, some actual like hip hop like label, not SM.
He's under Feel Good Music.
That makes sense.
MFBTY.
He was on Show Me the Money 6.
That makes so much sense now.
Yep. So I guess he got signed after that to Feel Good Music. But yeah, he only has one EP out, and then Show Me the Money singles. Actually, his EP came out pre Show Me the Money.
Okay, so it's probably like an indie
yeah
album.
Yep.
Unless he was already under Feel Good.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say when he joined. Next is Recollection, which is another like more typical like funky EDM BoA song.
Yeah, this one's my favorite actually out of all the songs in the album.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed this one. This is the one I've listened to the most.
Yeah, it is a really cool, like, I really like the guitar instrumentals on this song.
For me, like, it's, like, the chorus is super, super catchy, like, and it's, like, I don't know how to explain it. It reminds me of something, I don't know. Either way, it's the it reminds me of a song. I can't another song and I can't put my finger on it. Now. But like like it's super super catchy and I really enjoy the song a lot. So,
yep, Andrew.
Yeah, with this one, I'd put this as the most easily identifiable BoA song. It's less experimental than the other songs, but it's still a good electropop track from BoA. Yeah, like again, her vocals are just excellent in all of these.
Yeah. Like there are some things that I just had to stop saying because I realized I was just saying them for every song. It's like, yeah, of course BoA's vocals are gonna be good. Like it's an EDM song. I'm just like I'm saying this about I reviewed 20 BoA songs today, and I have to stop saying the same things. But she's so good at what she does.
Yep.
Yes. She ain't the queen of K-pop for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
She like there's a reason why she's been doing this for 20 plus years already. So.
Yep. Well, 20 minus years technically.
20 minus. Okay.
Next is Always, which is a clever name, featuring Chancellor. This is just like straight up R&B song.
Great feature.
Yeah, like
great feature.
trap
Yeah,
R&B.
I was gonna say like Chancellor's voice fit really, really well with BoA's.
Definitely.
This is easily my favorite song. And looking into the production, I was just like, no wonder it's produced by the Stereotypes. Or I should say the Grammy Award-winning Stereotypes of Bruno Mars fame.
Called
a little song called
24 Karat Magic.
24 Karat Magic.
Dude, I still thought that was hilarious when you said that.
A little song called 24 Karat Magic.
But yeah, no, there's a reason why they won Grammys, because this song is amazing. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I love. They also produced "Kiss My Lips" for BoA, so I just seem to love that pairing between BoA and them. So.
Mm-hmm. I can definitely see that comparison actually between this and Kiss My Lips. It's definitely a similar vibe.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, like her voice on the chorus is just so good. It's so good. Like it's everything I want out of a BoA song, and I'm mad this doesn't get an MV. Why doesn't this have an MV? This is too good of a song.
This could have a super cool like only one like that sort of choreography video.
Like she could do a choreography
with the guys and stuff.
Yeah, like she could like all she has to literally all you need to do a BoA choreography music video is just get a bunch of guys that are willing to be stepped on, and there you go. That's a BoA music video. And I would be one of those willing guys to be stepped on by BoA.
I've been noticing that's actually a thing recently. Is like I would insert like
step on me senpai
girl idol here step on my face.
Oh no, yeah, there's
step on me. That's literally a thing. Step on me, Opar. Step on me, senpai. But no, really.
Next is Camo, which we've talked about.
I'm glad they included this.
I agree because I love this. This is my favorite song because it's very, very similar to The Shadow, and only one in The Shadow are what got me into BoA when I saw her live.
Yeah, and
that's like what I'm looking for. I love it. And the music video is insane.
Yes, exactly.
So good.
That's what I was about to say. It's like one of my favorite music videos, legitimately.
Yeah, it has she has like the weird like face paint thingy going on.
Yeah, there's just so many cool lighting effects and stuff.
Yeah, choreography is excellent, obviously. Though for whatever reason, she's only wearing camouflage in the music video for like all
near
of
the end of it. Yeah,
like all of like 5 seconds she's wearing camo. The rest of it's red. Again, I don't know what it is about BoA and red, but that's her color now, I guess.
I think the whole red thing was supposed to be like she can just change color or something. Like the
she's a chameleon.
Yeah.
BoA, that's right. That we're gonna start that. BoA is the musical. Like we gotta get that circulating on like variety shows. BoA is the music like a chameleon or something like that. She's the
just start going on just like
on
create like
Weekly
a billion
Idol.
bot accounts
Rest
and
in
just
peace.
write that in Korean.
Can't believe Weekly Idol's ending. Side note.
Wait, it is? I didn't know that.
You didn't hear about that? Well, Tony
No.
and Coney are leaving, and they said they might do like a season 2 after a little bit with like new hosts and maybe a new like format or something. But it's basically ending. I heard so.
Please.
I don't know if this is true, but I read on Reddit that FNC bought it out. So like,
okay,
that might be why. Maybe they like kicked them out or something. And they're gonna put like FNC variety show people on it because FNC
only
does
gonna cover FNC artists.
That's what I'm worried about. Is are they gonna be super biased to FNC artists? But like
they're like only gonna show
if that's
AOA.
true, they might like put FNC variety people on it because I know like FNC started building up their like talent pool for that stuff because they have like UJ Suck is signed under FNC, so like
like, interesting.
They have.
Does he make music?
If he was the host, that'd be interesting.
I don't think he will be,
but he does way too many shows.
Yeah,
already,
exactly.
Though.
I don't know if he has time.
Yeah, because I mean he does Happy Together, he does Running Man, he does.
Well, apparently, wait, no, okay, Young Dawn is actually under FNC, so they're definitely not kicking him out. If I don't know, whoever said that's kind of dumb then. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they said Tony and Coney are leaving.
I still need to watch BoA's episode of
it was really
Me
good.
too. Is it subbed?
It is. It's on
okay, I was waiting ages for it to be
YouTube.
subbed.
I'll send you guys a YouTube link. I watched it last week. Okay, let's go. This is our overall for BoA's 1-shot, 2-shot. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Yeah, like not even joking. Yeah, I'm the curmudgeonly one, but I'm just like, fuck, this is a good album. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep, everything was great. BoA's great. All the music videos were great. Styling was great. Choreo was great.
Honestly, for me, it's like always like this for BoA. Like she
doesn't put out bad music.
Artists.
Oh,
well, it's because she goes so
except
long
for one
between
song
music.
We'll get to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she doesn't just like rush things out. Like she's at the point where she's like legendary to the point where like, you know what, maybe I should probably release something now. Like she's just chipping away at it over time and making something really good, you know.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, so it obviously it gets the shiny and it gets the
obviously.
And it's one of the very few albums that gets an all 10 out of 10 from
shiny.
us. So.
Yeah, that hasn't happened very often at all.
I think it only happened like one or two other times maybe.
Did you give Holiday Night a 10 out of 10?
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
And
then, Red Velvet's Red Summer, I think, did too.
No. I gave that a 9, but with
you gave that a 9?
Perfect
Velvet.
I
was gonna say the Perfect Red Velvet.
I gave that a 10.
Yeah.
I gave that a 10. So,
yeah,
it's happened a few times, but not very often.
So basically,
SM stuff. Hey, well, did you give Epic High a 10, Andrew?
Oh yeah.
Everyone gave that a 10.
I gave that an 11.
Yeah. So
11 out of 10.
Which I mean, they got our album of the year. So,
but
yep.
I'd put this on my short list for mini album of the year.
All right.
Yeah, because
until Cards mini album comes out.
Yeah, because I mean, you have 3 title tracks and like 2 amazing features. Like, are you kidding me? Like, from BoA and like it's basically like everything you want out of a mini album or whatever. It doesn't.
Definitely.
There's no filler. There's no filler whatsoever on this album.
Yep. And moving on.
Topic 4: BoA's full-length Japanese album, Japanese Letters.
It's Watashi Kono Mama de no Kana.
I
don't know if the pronunciation was garbage. Probably
it means it's like I wonder
if I can keep it as it is,
or like I wonder if things will stay the same, that sort of thing. Proper pronunciation is Watashi kono mama de ii no kana.
That was close.
Change it to I wonder if things will stay the same. That's better.
Yeah, that's definitely like when you say ii no kana, like it'd be nice. It's like when you say ii no kana, it's like it's usually when you're talking about something nostalgic or I guess I guess it has to do with the song where it's just like I wonder if things can stay the same between her and some like fictional lover or something like that. I don't know. Let's see.
Or is it fictional?
And I don't. Well, I mean, who's her boyfriend again? Some guy.
She's alright.
I don't know.
She's dating someone.
Probably. I think it's someone outside of the entertainment.
I forget. Yeah,
outside.
Dude, if it's somebody outside of entertainment, he is lucky.
Nope.
Oh, no,
Ju-won, they broke up in November.
Up.
No!
So...
I don't even know who he is.
Nope.
Oh, wait a second. BoA's single? Hey. Let me slide into those.
Well, you
All right,
probably
Let me slide
isn't.
into the DMs of someone
Probably
7 years older
isn't.
than me.
But she just isn't publicly dating anyone.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's go on. So, because apparently Japan's weird and puts title tracks as the last track of the album, we're not going to talk about that song for a while. First up is Where Am I Now, which is just like upbeat pop song, acoustic guitar, like Taylor Swift type song.
BoA
Japanese song. Exactly.
Like, this was actually, this is, like, it was a great way to start off the album. I love
Yeah, I agree.
I love BoA's like Japanese stuff. Like I've compared her to basically she's the Korean equivalent to Utada Hikaru basically, and this like sells it. Like this is almost like that sort of same like pop style of music, and it's so good. Again, I love how
Sorry, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts for the last like month and a half.
Not even joking. I want BoA to do the opening of some type of Square Enix song, like property. It doesn't have to be Kingdom Hearts. Doesn't have to be like Final Fantasy. She just has to make the opening track of.
I thought you were gonna say an anime. I was gonna say she did. Like,
Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 16. Assuming it's not an.
I mean, Florence and the Machine did. Final
exactly.
Fantasy 15.
That's what I'm saying. And then what's that one chick who did the song from Final Fantasy 13?
Yeah.
That song's really good, actually. I really like that song.
Yeah, but she's up there in terms of like music. But this song I was in love with immediately.
Yeah, it's super catchy, and like again, like I'm saying that, but like the entire album,
I
is
was
like
saying
super catchy.
Like,
every song on it is really, really good.
That's why I don't have very many notes on these because, like I said, I couldn't keep saying the same things over and over again.
The background of this album is that it's been a while since BoA released an album. Like I think it's almost like 3 years ish.
Yeah, ironically, her last album was called "Who's Back." Who's Back? Which is 2014.
Not
2014.
BoA.
So it's
and that album had one of my favorite BoA songs, which is "Shout It Out." That one's super, super fun.
Yeah. So
and Masa You Make Chasing, which was a fairy tale opening.
yeah. So she's basically how most Japanese albums work is that you release digital singles in between albums, and then albums usually are just like a compilation of those digital singles or like music videos that you've released in between. So literally, like there are 7 songs on here that have some type of music video or digital single release. Yeah, like I from what I know, like Perfume works the same way, like Kiri Pami Pami works the same way, Capsule works, or like most Japanese music that I'm familiar with is the same way. Like AKB 48 works the same way, where they just release digital singles and then it'll lead into an album, that sort of thing. So it's kind of like I guess it's more akin to like Western music, where like they do that here. Except they're
do it in the opposite order.
Well, yeah, or except where they're releasing the music in spans of years, as opposed to like usually here in the West, you'll hype up a music video for an album for like literally months before it releases, whereas literally like all of this stuff is leading up in like 3 or 4 years. So yeah, it's weird. It's such a weird like in comparison to where I guess in theory it's probably nicer so that you can release music. You can release a couple singles like every couple of months, and you're still relevant or whatever, but you're not pressured to release like a mini album like every 6 months like you are in K-pop. So it's a very interesting model when you really think about it.
Yep.
Yep.
Next is Japanese letters.
I called it "Thanks Goodbye." That's what Google Translate told me.
It literally says it's "Arigato sayonara." So I think you guys know.
Yeah.
I think you could know infer what that means.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is more EDM, funky EDM, J-pop song.
It sounds like it reminds me of SES, if anything.
Yeah,
It's just like old school ladies.
Yeah,
stuff.
it does feel very old. There a lot of the songs on this album feel old school, like BoA.
Yeah, which complements it. I feel like the two albums do a really good job of complementing each other because the Korean mini album is very much like feature BoA, or as I feel like this is definitely like a more look into the past because well, I mean it makes sense because a lot of this music was recorded or written like in 2014, 2015, like that sort of thing. So yeah, it's a lot of it's just like stuff like relics of the past in a way. But yeah.
What was I saying? I like lost my train of thought. So for this song, you're right. It's very like older like K-pop, I guess, sounding more than like I guess the rest of the album for this song. That is, I think the chorus is really catchy. I like that part a lot. So
it's very upbeat for a song that's called Arigato Sayon. Like if you like the
you think it'd be like a ballad or something by the name.
Yeah, and also like the if you, for those that aren't familiar with like the Japanese language, and like, or like, if you know, you've probably heard like the word sayonara, but usually you don't say sayonara unless you're intending on never seeing somebody ever again. Like if they're dying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like there's a like when you're saying goodbye to somebody, it's like ja mata ne, I'll see you tomorrow, like jane, or like you're basically saying every time, like in most conversations,
see you later.
The way I'm interpreting this is like I'm seeing like an anime scene where it's super serious. He's like sayonara.
Yeah,
and then that blows up.
Yeah, like
something.
That's why like if you ever see an anime when they say sayonara, it like there's an element of like drama or like the seriousness. Like oh shit, they don't intend on seeing them ever again. Yeah, that's why you rarely hear like the word used in the Japanese language unless you're like there's finality to it, and like, if you're like shutting somebody out of your life or just like I don't know, they're just like they're passing away. That's why you say sayonara.
Okay. Next, time to get into it with Andrew. Crow. And I could not stand the song. Hunting, crow.
I
hate this song.
Hunting, crow.
And it's not even that. Like, so first of all, it starts out like really in your face with that. But
I thought that was hilarious.
But my problem with it is it isn't that. It's the fact that happens, and then it goes into a really chill song, and then it gets like really intense and upbeat, and then it gets really chill, and I'm like, figure this shit out. Like, I don't like this. Just makes me uncomfortable to listen to because it's like all over the place. I don't like this song. I hate the song.
I at first I thought this is weird, but I started to come around to it because it kind of reminds me of the weird shit that Soshi would put on their Japanese album tracks. I'm just like, this is lit. It's so
same to me. Yeah.
Yeah, like the chorus is weird, but I love the instrumentation of it, and like it works well for being a really weird Japanese song.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I really love it. Like the chorus reminds me of Beep Beep on SMC's
I like Beep
Japanese
Beep.
album.
Beep 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 beep. Like that sort of thing.
That song, I don't know. I really like this song personally. It's a little jarring, I guess. That's the way it
see, that's the thing. Like,
but
I don't have a problem.
I like it personally.
I don't have a problem with the parts of the song. I don't like them together as a song because it's really schizophrenic sounding. Going between this really intense song and then this really chill song.
I wish this would have gotten an MV.
hunting crow.
Like,
what kind of dance would you do? Hunting.
She's in like orange camo with like shotgun, like walking through the woods. Like,
duck hunt.
It's like exactly.
Or hunting rabbits, like that sort of thing.
Okay, let's move on to songs I actually like. Next is Jazz Club. Surprise! It's jazz influenced EDM. Who would have thought? Also, she scats in it, and it's amazing. It's ridiculous.
Like, I don't know what it is about BoA and her like obsession with New York City or whatever. Because there was no logical reason for this to be filmed in New York and her to like be talking in English and everything. But I'm just like, okay, it's a Korean artist making a Japanese album that's filming a music video in New York. Let's just like let that settle in. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, this was amazing.
Yeah, this song's great. I love this song.
This song, I don't know what this reminded me. Maybe of like Tetris music or something.
No,
but like
it was. No.
I don't know why, but I really liked it. It just like triggered that in my head, I guess.
Weird.
You know, it was bothering me for so long what this reminded me of, but it finally dawned on me this morning what it reminds me of. It reminds me of We Don't Speak Americano, like Papara America.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
literally,
yeah,
if you hear the instrumental,
Yes,
I'm just like, oh shoot, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Either way, like the vocals also are really good in this song.
Yep.
Like they're just, I don't know. She always has really good vocals, but they just sound extra like crisp in this, you know, like just good.
Yeah.
I wish this would get a Korean version.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I would love that. I would even love it like an English version, and that'll never
English
happen.
version, yeah, since she's actually
In New York City.
It would make a little bit more
making
sense.
a Japanese song, filming it in New York City, where she speaks English, talking about. And what kind of stupid guy would be like, "Hey, BoA, here's my new girl. She's sweet and so much better than you. I need to go
I just
somewhere."
got married.
Yeah, no one says that.
I'm just like, who would do BoA so wrong like that?
But
0
yeah,
out of 10, unrealistic.
the music video is like really musical-esque. I liked it. It's very, very musical. She just like walks into a club and then it becomes like it's choreographed or like a group
Jazz
dance
club
thing.
Literally a jazz club.
Yeah. So I thought it was cool. Next is Fly, cover of
Which
the
is a
Jessica
cover of the
song.
song by Jessica. Of course.
No,
It's a cover of the Got7 song.
It's which is a cover of the Jessica song.
Jessica song.
Or, well, I don't know which one came first. It all depends. See, that's the thing. We gotta whenever we're doing the chain, we gotta figure out the order of which songs came out when. Because I don't know if Got7 covered Jessica or Jessica covered Got7.
I think Fly came out before Fly.
Fly?
Oh god, that doesn't make sense.
Definitely.
I think Jessica's Fly came out before
Okay.
Got7.
So Got7 covered Jessica, and now
Okay.
BoA is covering Got7, who covered Jessica.
So yeah, this song.
But this is a piano-based ballad, like pop ballad.
Yep.
Very much older BoA.
Yeah, because it came out in 2014, so that's why if you're
This
wondering why
came out
this.
in 2014.
Yeah,
I
if
didn't
you're
know
wondering,
that.
this is the like how they do how a lot of Japanese albums work is where they do a different mix for the single version.
Yeah,
than what they do
this
for the
is like
album
marked
version.
as the album version or whatever.
Yeah, it's like Perfume does this a lot, but for most of the time, I can't really tell the difference between the two. Other like having listened to like both the music video and this version, maybe like the instrumentals seem like a bit more upbeat than like the single version, but other than that, it's still pretty similar. Like there's not too much of a drastic change.
I thought this was it was good. It sounded like something like almost like rock, almost a little bit like something that would come out in like late 2000s, maybe early 2000s, something like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, a lot of songs like that came out then. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good.
Like this song is like definitely a candidate for it sounds like it belongs in some type of anime or like it sounds like the insert
like an
track
ending
of, like,
or something.
or like it sounds like the opening for like a Tales video game or something like that or whatever. But yeah, I believe when I was checking the production credits, I believe this is self-produced and self-written. So yeah, this was pretty good.
Oh, cool.
Also, the music video takes place in London, which once again doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Korean artists,
I'm pretty
Japanese
sure.
music,
I'm
filming
pretty
in
sure
England.
BoA was just like, I want to go to
I want
London
to
to
go to a
film this
bunch of
music video.
different places, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna cost money. I don't care.
Use it as an
she
excuse
does
to have a
whatever.
free trip to London.
Yeah, no,
She's
literally
the
like
director of SM. She does what she wants.
Yep.
Like I'm pretty sure that's why like people like do like music videos in like I don't know like Cancun or something like that. It's literally just an excuse to have a vacation.
Yeah. Next is Right Here, Right Everywhere, which is a piano-based ballad. And this is my favorite song because it's one of those ballads that just builds and builds and builds, and I love those types of ballads. So like the beginning is just really just piano and her, and then by the end you have like strings and percussion and electric guitar and everything, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I really like it when they do ballads on like Japanese albums because like for some reason to me like Japanese is a very good language for ballads because it's super easy to just sing along to it.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like because it's all like really simple syllables in Japanese for the most part. So yeah, it reminded me a lot of like not exactly the same, but like it reminded me a lot of like All My Love Is For You on again on SNSD Japanese album because that's most of the Japanese music I listen to.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, with this, I think it like stylistic wise, it probably the closest like ballad I could think of would be God, what was it's a 21 song. It was a ballad track. God, it's just escaping me.
Missing You.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's definitely it's missing you. It almost it has that same thing where it sort of goes from like a really soft, bare instrumental to like an acoustic guitar for the chorus. So it works well. Yeah, this is easily like her most Utada Hikaru-esque song, and like it's like a really powerful ballad. Showcases her vocals like the best out of all of these tracks. So yeah, it works very well. This was released as a digital single in 2017. So yeah, this was I guess more of the recent releases.
Yeah. Next is Manhattan Tango, and surprise, it's a tango. It's like kind of weird, but that's not a bad thing in this case. It's not like Crow, which just was weird, bad.
I didn't like this as much as Crow.
I could totally see this being like in like some sort of movie soundtrack.
It probably is some sort of movie soundtrack. Yeah. I would not be surprised. BoA's in everything.
Yeah, that's true. Even in Japan, like anime movies, probably everything. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, she even acted in an American movie.
Oh.
Which movie?
The Make Your Move is one of those dance movies.
Yeah, she did act in one of those dance movies. I do remember that.
She was like the main character.
What? Okay. I'm going to need to do a watch of that.
Yeah.
For research. I don't know.
I think she plays a Japanese girl in that or something like that. I don't think she was Korean.
Whoa. Well, I mean, hey, freaking Rain was Ninja Assassin, so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look it up. Make Your Move 3D. Lead role
3D, Aya. Good lord.
Aya.
That's how you know it's a relic of its time, when it says 3D in the goddamn title of the movie.
It was not even that long ago either.
Yeah. Wait,
SNSD had a song for it. It's called Cheap Creeper.
Not to be,
and it was in English.
Okay, so no, this is okay. No, never mind. So this isn't. I don't know.
Is that different?
It's not part of a series, but yeah.
No, it's just the same
Romeo
movie,
and Juliet inspired South Korean American independent dance film starring BoA and ballroom dancer Derek Ho or Hugh.
Derek Huff.
Yeah.
Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. Yep. So it's BoA and that guy.
Whoa! Yeah. Hey, wait, why wasn't BoA on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, but the guy who directed it did Step Up.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's the same dude.
I actually know someone that was in the Step Up movies.
But this was, this came out in 2014.
That's weird.
Oh, hey, Jessica, Crystal, and Chris have a song on the OST.
Yep.
Basically, everyone that got kicked out of...
TVXQ has a song, FX has a song, SNSD has a song.
Basically, everyone that got kicked out of...
And Henry, Trap. Trap is from this. Or they just put it on there.
I think they just put it on there.
Okay.
Because if you click on the link, on Wikipedia, that is, it just takes you to his mini album.
Yeah, that's from... Okay, so yeah, it was... Okay, that's weird. Moving on. Next, well, I guess, do we have anything else to say about Manhattan Tango? So we didn't really talk about it that much.
It's sketchy. It's weird though.
It is weird. Yeah, it's weird, but it's not in a bad way, in my opinion. Next is "Make Me Complete," which is an English song, an English pop ballad.
It actually reminds me of Complete.
Complete, yeah. I was gonna say this is like very much old, like K-pop ballads or like G-Friend type stuff.
This sounds like something you can make an anime, like you could make an AMV, or it sounds like it belongs in Tales or whatever. It sounds like a lot like her Tales song.
You have to only use heavy metal music for AMVs.
No. Or just freaking Linkin Park.
Yeah, Linkin Park.
Yeah, only
Linkin Park
and
so many AMVs was just like alt rock.
Yeah, so it's interesting. This song was it's all of it's in English, but it was marketed in Japan. So.
Yeah, that was the confusing part. I did not expect an all English song to be on this album.
But
it's good.
It's excellent. I love the chorus in it. Like usually, I think like the English version of songs would be like weird or whatever, but this works so well, and it just makes me mad that I want more. I want English to release I want BoA to release another like entirely English album.
One that's not full of crappy American EDM music.
Like this would work. I think it could work. I think she could pull it off.
No, yeah. I want her. I'm just saying, like some of the stuff on her English album is a little like late 2000s like crappy.
Well, that's when
American
it came
pop.
out.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
2000.
I know.
capsule
Like
time
it was.
where, like,
Yeah, exactly.
It won't age. It
does
age.
not age very well.
I mean, if
Some of the songs are
released,
good, but
if she released like an international version of One Shot, Two Shot, I think it could
would
do well if it
yeah.
actually got like
airplay and
marketed, because they never do any marketing for any of the K-pop
Or
Yeah.
maybe if she showed up at an event like
debuted.
the closing ceremony of the Winter Olympic Games.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
I don't
instead
know.
of CL, who has no music.
yeah. Why didn't SM just buy out that whole thing and it should have just been SM
Why
Town?
didn't SM just run the Olympics?
Why wasn't it just SM Town as the closing ceremony? It would've
SM
been
Town on
amazing.
TV.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It would just be all of SM's artists. We could get an FX comeback. It would.
Yep.
FX come back,
Tiffany,
Sochi come back.
Tiffany
THQ gets
Christmas.
all of its
Suyeon will
members
show
again.
up. Like, yeah, Suju has all 13 members. Like, they let everyone out of the army and jail or wherever the hell they are.
Henry.
That'd be crazy.
Okay, let's move on to Lookbook, which is like the most J-pop song on this album. It auto-tuned EDM at the beginning, and then it becomes an upbeat pop song with like electric guitar,
Rapping.
and then she raps, and like it's very, very much a what I expect from J-pop.
Yep.
But yeah, the music video, she looks great. I mean, it's all about her like modeling, so like, clearly she's gonna look good.
This is 2015
Okay, so
release,
someone's
so
a
yeah,
little
you
bit
can tell.
older.
You can definitely tell by the time period of the song.
Yeah,
Definitely. It sounds very like 2015's J-pop.
I don't know. This also reminds me of something. I think it's something American that it's reminding me of. But yeah, yeah. I thought this was super catchy. Like I don't know what effect it is, but on her whatever. Anyways, the chorus is really catchy. I keep saying that tonight, but like we're getting some really catchy choruses tonight.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. That definitely is BoA's specialty. All of this
And
stuff
I
is
could
catchy.
I could also see this being an anime opening for like some sort of like, I guess, fashion anime. It has to be, since
Fashion
it's called Lookbook.
anime.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
That would exist. It would exist.
I actually don't know if there's a
Fashion
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 I don't know if
anime.
I don't know if there's a fashion anime. Like, not even joking. Like, we've had
sure
like
there's
cooking
gotta be.
orgasms and figure skating, but we don't have fashion, which is surprising considering like how fashionable of a country like friggin' Japan is. But
There's a fashion K-drama, Fashion King.
yeah, they filmed that.
Yuri
They,
was in it.
They filmed a part of that at my school, but I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
New York.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh yeah,
see-
she was trying to get it.
didn't
Yeah,
see
I
Yuri?
watched that or not that anime.
She was trying to get into FIT or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ha! Yuri couldn't get into FIT, but I did.
No, not Yuri. It was what was her name? Crap.
Okay,
She's like she's.
I'll move
yeah,
on when you look that
I'll
up.
find it.
Next is Manish Chocolat. Which this is trashy Europop, and I love it. This
It's
is
so
a
good,
Europop
yeah.
song, but I
no,
love
like,
trashy Europop.
Japan loves its trashy Europop. There's a reason why all of Initial D's soundtrack is
Yeah.
Eurobeat.
I was
it's
like-
just it's a complete garbage, but it works so
Yeah,
well when it
like
comes to
I was
Japanese.
listening to this song, I was like, this sounds like something Cascada would come out with. Like, this is just trashy Europop 101, and I love it.
It's so good.
It's also, anyways, the one who's trying to get into, I think it was FET actually. Shinsei Kyung.
FUT.
Yeah, FET.
They called it FUT.
FI.
FIT.
Foot.
But
Or I wouldn't
But
be surprised if they changed the name for legal reasons. But
no, they probably call it FIT. They don't care.
yeah,
I think there is a campus in Korea, FIT, because they're like literally
well,
like
there's SUNY Korea. I mean,
because half our half like the fashion programs are all Koreans. It's half the fashion programs are like, because most of them are like kind of affluent, like they like their parents own like fashion companies, so they send them like abroad
Yeah.
to like they send them to FIT to study, and then they inherit their parents' companies when they come back. I'm just like, I just want a job.
oh my god, it's the same here at my school. A lot of the kids here are like, again, like you said, like really wealthy, so they have a lot of stuff they can fall back on.
Like they have like a startup that they could they can invest in when they go back.
Yeah,
out of
exactly.
college.
And I'm just like, again, I just want a job as well. Like, same thing.
Yep.
But yeah, anyways, back to Manish Chocolate. This song was crazy when I first listened to it, but it's like, this is, if I was gonna put this in something, it'd be like in like a game or something where there's like tons of like fast moving and lights and stuff like that.
Bayonetta?
Yeah, like I could totally see that happening actually. Like speaking of which, I've been playing Bayonetta.
Yeah,
great.
I played through them on Wii U, so I didn't get it.
It's
on
good.
Switch.
I don't know if she likes chocolate. I think she likes lollipops.
Yeah.
Like 21 and Big.
God, no. The superior lollipop is FX and shiny. It's so good, and the 21 Big Bang one is so bad.
And the superior chocolate song is by FX.
No, SNSD Chocolate
SNSD.
Love is way better.
Yep.
Because Tiffany exists.
Yep.
Next is Kiss My Lips, which is the Japanese version of the Korean title track from 2015. And it's literally the exact same MV.
The same song, yeah.
They must have recorded the same scenes twice with her lip syncing to Korean and lip syncing to Japanese.
Yeah.
Because it's literally the same MV, but her lips match the song, so they had to shoot it twice.
At least it's not like YG where they literally just take the Korean version and put it's slightly less lazy.
Yeah. Well, no,
wait,
I was surprised that
the
lip syncing matched up.
Wait, why does YG really do that?
Yeah,
they just take the Korean MV and put Japanese over it. Like
they've been
dubbed.
doing it ever since 21, like back in the day.
Like it's a crappy like dubbed Bruce Lee movie.
It's basically that because they don't want to spend money. But I think this is easily my favorite BoA song, and nothing changes in Japanese. I'm surprised at how well the song works in Japanese compared to the Korean version as well. Because I think the first time I heard it was on your radio show, like back in the day. I was just like,
mine really? That's
I was like, oh shit, I should listen to more BoA.
Yeah. That's probably back when it came out.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that came out. That
was 2015.
It was 2015. You started in. It was like September 2016 when I heard it.
That came out when I was like a junior.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm old.
But
yep, you are.
Again, another song.
40-year anniversary coming up at work.
Oh my God.
Nice.
So anything else about this song though?
Nope.
Not really. It's the same song that I already loved.
Exactly. So. I didn't have much to say about it because it wasn't new to me. But I like the song. It's good. And finally, the title track, Watashi no mama de i no kana. However crappy that was pronounced, forgive me.
Watashi no mama de i no kana.
That was close enough. And it's piano ballad. And it's got a black and white sentimental music video. And it's what you'd expect from a BoA ballad.
Yeah, it's a great way to close out the album. And I think I love this track when I first heard it as well, too.
Yeah, it's a really good ballad. Again, like I'd compare it to, I guess this is my only frame of reference though, is like something off of like SNSD's Japanese albums, which again I really enjoyed, and I really enjoy BoA's Japanese albums as well, especially her last one, Who's Back. So I definitely enjoyed this one just as much.
I mean, so she's the queen of like pretty much like. Not just the queen of like Korean pop music, like she's pretty much the one that paved the way for everyone to start coming over to Japan in the first place. Like if she never made it, like I don't think like they'd be trying as much as they are now. So I mean,
without BoA, without Kara, definitely not.
Yeah, like her Korean albums are great, but I feel like her Japanese albums are legendary just because it's like it's so good. Where like she's like, I feel like she's more of a known entity in some ways she's more of a known entity in Japan than she is in Korea, because I feel like there's like among K-pop fans there's some people that don't even know who BoA is. So
I think it's just because a lot of newer fans are kind of ignorant to older stuff. So
yeah, anything pre like I don't know like Soshi maybe, but like even then. But yeah, she has her place in history, and I'm just glad that she's still releasing music after all these years, and it hasn't gone down whatsoever. If anything, it just keeps getting better and better and better.
I hope she keeps going till she's like 50.
Hell yeah, I want more BoA. I want more BoA dance. She'll be like, oh god, what's her name?
Don't stop till you release your like 20th album.
God, you know how long that's gonna take? You know how long BoA goes between albums though?
Hold on, how many does she have?
Like total, like between Japanese and Korean, maybe like 10? I don't know. Like 8.
No, she has more than that. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. If I can get to her Wikipedia page. No, not that album. All right, keep talking while I find this.
So, okay. I mean, I guess we could go to overall scores.
Yeah, overall, I'm ruining it because of Crow. 9 out of 10.
I mean, yeah, I know I picked 9 out of 10 as well.
5 out of 6 for music because of Crow. 3 out of 3, and 1 out of 1. I thought all the music videos were great, all the choreo was great, so I gave it 3 out of 3. But Crow bothered me too much to not give it a full 10 out of 10.
I gave it a full marks on music, 6 out of 6, just because I feel like I guess it's not fair because literally like all of these are some type of digital single or title track. So.
Yeah, it's like when we reviewed Ola Ola and we're like, this isn't fair to anyone who listens to this is their first K-pop thing because it's all digital, it's all singles, so it's all like top tier.
Yeah. So like the amount of effort that went into this was like was a lot. So yeah, concept wise, I only give it 2 out of 3. I guess just because we didn't get as much in terms like compared to like the one shot, two shot in terms of music videos. Mm-hmm. But obviously she gets a bias point, so yeah, it's 9 out of 10 for me. So that's gonna average the 9 out of 10 essentially.
Unless Jacob gives it a 6.
No, I also gave it a 9 out of 10. So 6 out of 6 for songs, and then I did like 2 out of 3 for music. Like I gave one shot, two shot, 3 out of 3 because the camo music video was just amazing. Yeah. Whereas for this, it was just sort of like basic music videos. Also, one of them was one we already seen before. Kiss My Lips, I mean. And I really enjoyed this album though. So yeah, definitely bias point, and definitely it's really, really solid. 9 out of 10.
God, yeah. So everything gets a shiny. Literally everything gets a shiny, and we have one perfect album. Yeah. So
indeed.
Yeah, BoA's. I'd say this, even though it's a Japanese album, I'd say this would land BoA on our short list for Artist of the Year.
Weki Meki is also on that list.
Maybe we'll get there, but I'd say BoA is definitely on that short list. So.
Okay, so I did the counting, and she's already had 18 full albums.
Oh, shit.
I was going to say, she's had like 20.
8 in Korean, 10 in Japanese, and then 1 in English.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, she releases way more music in Japan than she does in Korea. So that's
19. You said 8 in Korean.
18 full, 1 mini.
Yeah, 8.
Oh, you counted
8 in Korean,
one shot,
9 in Japanese.
Oh, you said 8, 10, 1. You said 10 Japanese.
No, I meant 8, 9, 1, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so.
And then 1 shot, 2 shot, if you want to count that. So it'd be like 19.
19 albums. And 8 billion singles.
Yeah, and I mean, like, her sales are obviously.
I mean, if you give her like 20 more years or whatever till she's 50,
she'll have a second mini album.
She'll have her second mini album, yeah.
And she'll have like almost 40 full albums.
Yeah, so we'll this will be like forever preserved in like YouTube. So we'll see you 20 years from now when BoA releases her second mini album.
YouTube won't exist.
YouTube won't exist.
This will not be forever.
1 billion.
This will not be forever.
We'll probably be doing like videos. We'll probably be streamed straight to your like brain or something like that. You don't even need the computer anymore. We'll be living the Oasis like at Ready Player One or something like that.
You heard it here now. DaebakCast streamed directly to your brain.
20 years. Mark it on the calendar.
Yeah. February 25. God. 2038. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be like, oh, what, like
20 years plus 40, your current age.
44 years
It's not that hard
old.
to figure out.
I'll be 40.
Lord. I mean, no, because
I'll be 40.
No. I'd be like, no, because because
39.
Yeah, I'd be 44. God, I can't think of being that old yet. So we can just
be that old listening to K-pop. It's kind of weird to think about.
Hey, no, everyone that was popular in K-pop is going to be so much older than us by the time that comes around.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be like the older people at Korean Korean concerts. We'll be the creepy old people. We'll be the creepy old guys.
Oh god.
That they warn us about.
Yep. So, thanks for watching, I guess, this week. Thanks for listening if you listen on SoundCloud. And yeah, I guess that's everything we had to go through. Nate's having unboxing soon.
Eventually, I mean, I gotta wait till Weki Meki and Ujusonyo come out. So it'll be couple like 2 to 3 weeks, because I mean Ujusonyo doesn't ship until this week. It usually takes like 2 weeks, so probably like 3 weeks.
Yeah, so soon.
I've been pushing back the vlog, but it's literally because I've been out of work for like almost 2 weeks at this point. So hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully sometime this week I'll be able to get to it when I'm better. So
Yeah.
It'll come out, I promise.
Yep. So, thank you, and goodbye.
Cosmic Bong.
Cosmic Bong, yes. Stay throbbingly
creamy.
Bye-bye.
Oh, no.
She's an Olympic athlete. She has the chance to win gold for her home country, and she's competing in Korea, which is she still love the culture and everything, and love the music. She gets to meet EXO, which is one of my dreams, definitely. Yeah, and also she's obviously being a kid. She's also a huge weeb.